Welcome to part 2 of this week's GP Fast Forward, where we're going to be taking a look at the 30-minute mission's Nightfall, the poster AC for Fires of Rubicon. Built mostly off of the same RAD 2000 orbiter frame as the starter AC, Loader 4, this AC and its pilot, the original Raven, are shown to be an absolute force to be reckoned with in-game when you meet them. Still not quite as much of a problem as us, though. Just like the Steel Haze, the manual for Nightfall has all the same quirks, showing off company logos and product names for each AC part, plus the error messages for build warnings, but they actually switched it up to use Nightfall's pieces instead. Both kits also come with this promotional 30-minute missions booklet that has backdrops that you can use for photos. The engineering for Nightfall is also just as well thought out and sturdy as Steel Haze. There are no overly difficult nub marks, but there are a couple of seam lines to watch out for. A lot of nub marks and seams are also hidden under panels or are placed in such a way that they won't be visible once assembled. Onto the articulation, it's about the same if not a little better than Steel Haze. Single ball joint in the head with a rotating peg at the bottom, one large ball joint connecting the core to the waist. The shoulders, again, have recessed ball joints that can come out for increased range, and the shoulder joint can extend about this much. The shoulder armor is also on a C-clip, but gets a little bit in the way. Full rotation at the upper arm at about 90 degrees in the elbow joint. The hands on this one actually do rotate at the wrist, but the entire hand assembly still extends into the arm to allow for stable weapon handling. The thigh joints are on a ball and peg system that allows for much better articulation, since there are 3 points of movement here. A little more than 90 degrees in the knees, with some sliding armor gimmicks as well. The feet are on the hefty side, but have good ankle articulation, with some movement in the ankle armor. I also forgot to mention them in the Steel Haze review, but I love how detailed the boosters are in both of these kits. It's also interesting that the reverse boosters for the RAD legs are actually the same as the ones on Nightfall's back, since RAD is known for scavenging and repurposing parts. Nightfall is overall a sturdy, stable build, and the way the legs come together make me a little less anxious about the joints degrading over time. Now taking a look at the accessories, Nightfall comes with its standard loadout of the Scudder assault rifle, the Songbird's grenade cannon, the P-32 Duo 03 dual missile launchers, and everyone's favorite, the Ashmead pile bunker, in both its stationary and fired states. Is there even a cooler melee weapon in Armored Core 6 than this? Yes. It's called the Laser Lance, but we'll have to wait for an Open Faith kit. Since Nightfall doesn't have any alternate handheld weapons, it doesn't have any weapon racks, but it does come with back weapon mounts for both sides. You'd think this would mean that the Songbirds and the missile launcher would be reversible, but this is, unfortunately, not the case. Unlike the back weapons in Steel Haze and the weapon set, these two cannot be built for both sides, which seems a little counterintuitive for the 30-minute missions line. I was also almost certain that Nightfall would be some sort of DX set featuring the Loader 4 head, since they're almost exactly the same AC, aside from the latter only having the Ludlow SMG and the Buta laser blade. But the kit does come with 2 head options for the Shade Eye head unit, in its standard mode as well as combat mode. With all that said, it's still amazing to me that we now have a quick-to-build Armored Core line with great articulation and incredibly quick and easy part swapping. Modularity on the weapons could be a little better, and there could be better gimmicks in some of them, but it's nice to be able to build one of my early game AC configurations out of these. Just missing the Finder Eye head, but that makes me more excited for the rest of the line, with Loader 4 and the Weapon Set 2 available to order now. Looks like the Set 2 also has left side Songbirds parts. Hopefully we can get more Liger Tail as well, and it looks like the next AC up after that is Milktooth, so we'll definitely be getting a flamethrower and a chainsaw at some point. Thanks for watching!